felt the shift the moment you stepped into my line of sight. A pressure rolling through the air like a storm that had been waiting for its cue. And the way you held yourself told me you weren't here to be gentle. You were here to test the strength of anything that dared to stand in your path. Your presence hit with a force that wrapped around my ribs and pulled at something deep and restless inside me. Something that had been waiting for a challenge worth answering. You didn't speak at first, you just let your gaze settle on me with a focus so sharp it felt like you carved the path straight through the noise around us. Every step you took carried a certainty that made the room feel smaller, tighter, as if the walls themselves were leaning in to listen. And I felt myself leaning with them, drawn toward the gravity you carried like a crown made of embers. You moved closer with the pace that matched the pounding in my chest, not rushing, not hesitating, just closing the distance with the kind of confidence that only comes from someone who knows exactly what they want. Your breath brushed my cheek, warm and deliberate, and the sound of it alone felt like a command, wrapped in velvet and fire. You said my name like it belonged to you, like you'd held it in your hands long before tonight. And the way you spoke, it sent a shiver through the part of me that refuses to bow to anyone. But you didn't ask me to bow, you asked me to rise, to meet you where the heat becomes a promise. Oh, and the promise becomes a crown. You circled me slowly, your presence brushing against my skin without ever needing to touch it. And the restraint in that distance felt more powerful than any hand could have been. You studied me like you were searching for the moment I would break or bend or burn. And the longer you watched, the more I felt something inside me ignite and answer. You told me you saw strength in me, but the way you said it made it sound like a challenge, a dare to stand tall. Even as you pressed your will against mine, your voice carried a heat that settled deep in my chest. And every word you shaped felt like a spark thrown into dry tinder, waiting for the right breath to turn it into flame. You said my name like a vow you intended to keep, and the sound of it wrapped around me like a chain forged from fire and intention. You didn't ask for surrender, you demanded strength, you demanded truth, you demanded the part of me that refuses to be anything but fierce. And I felt myself rising to meet you, crowned in the heat of your ember. You stepped closer until your presence swallowed mine, and the darkness in your eyes held a promise I felt in every breath I took. You told me you weren't here to tame me, you were here to match me, to meet me blow for blow, to stand with me in the fire and see which of us would burn brighter. And as your words settled into me like a brand pressed against the soul, I realized you weren't offering devotion, you were offering a throne built from tension and truth. And you expected me to take my place beside you. You said my name like a challenge, like a promise, like a crown forged in heat and defiance. And I rose to meet you, unbroken, unshaken, wrapped in the fire you called from me. And in that moment, I knew I wasn't standing in your shadow, I was standing in my own flame. And you were daring me to let